The Bonnie Lad That's Far Awa by Robert Burns. How can I be blythe and glad, or how can I gang brisk and braw, when the bonny lad that I love best is o'er the hills and far awa'? It's no the frosty winter wind, it's no the driving drift and snaw, but aye the tear comes in me to think on him that's far awa'. My father put me frae store, my friends they disown'd me, oh, but I will take my part, the bonny lad that's far awa'. A pair o' gloves he gave to me, and silken snoods he gave me twa, and I will wear them for his sake, the bonny lad that's far awa'. Oh, weary winter soon will pass, and spring will cleed the birken shaw, and my sweet babie will be born, and he'll come hame that's far awa', and he'll come hame that's far awa'. Spring will cleed the birken shaw, spring will clothe the birch grove. So there are two versions of the song. I'm doing one that was first published by Robert Cromick in his Relics of Robert Burns, and it's got those 5 verses I sang. The version Burns chose to publish dropped his second verse, which is, it's no the frosty winter wind, it's no the driving drift and snaw, but aye the tear comes in my ee to think on him that's far awa'. To me, that's the best poetry in the song, those short I sounds. Winter wind, drift, tear comes in my ee to think on him. Burns has another song which is taking place in winter, up in the morning early, and he has the same sort of short eyes which convey this kind of constricted, shivering feeling. The birds sit chittering in the thorn all day they fare but sparely. Langs the necht frae een to morn, I'm sure it is winter fairly. It is winter and you're freezing. So, yeah, this was published in the Scots Musical Museum, where it's number 317, 1792. Not only does he drop the second verse, but Burns is up to his usual trick, which often happened when he revised things for publishing. They're not as good. So, a pair of gloves he gave to me, and silken snoods he gave me twa, becomes a pair of gloves he bought to me, and silken snoods he gave me twa. Gloves gave. It's beautiful. Those sounds, they're gone. And the ending, one I sang was, and my sweet baby will be born and he'll come home that's far away. Published version has, and my young baby will be born and he'll be home that's far away. All babies are young, it's a wasted syllable. To come home is far more immediate and active than he'll be home. So it's just a phenomenon with Burns often. Anyway, I think this is definitely the better manuscript. Now I want to talk about the tune. On this manuscript he says "Tune Donald Blue," and I believe that's the tune in the Scots Musical Museum, and I believe he delivered it to them. Now, in that manuscript, the Hastie manuscript now in the British Museum, and this is of submissions he sent to the Scots Musical Museum, he indicates repeats on every fourth line. Burns has, "When the bonny lad that I love best is o'er the hills and far awa, is o'er the hills and far awa." So just the fourth line of each verse was supposed to be repeated with the music. However, his publisher repeated the third and fourth lines and apparently wrote what is a very corny, melodramatic return to the one. Now, Donald Blue, the tune doesn't get published again until 1824 in Davies' Tutor for the Violin. And there it always goes up to that sixth. Bum, bum, ba. I babble. Here's what James Kinsley wrote about it in 1968. The set of the tune. The core of the air is admirably suited in modulation and phrasing to Burns's lines. The repetition of the third and fourth lines is too heavy for both verse and sentiment and is musically inappropriate, and I've omitted it in transcribing the air.